Oh, God, I have a flat tire. Pull over. Has this happened to you ever? Anybody? A few of you? Does anybody have a car with 4 tires? Yeah. This is such a common event. In fact, I saw 2 of them yesterday in my commute. A car on the side with a dilapidated, shredded tire. People changing it. Sometimes there's a police behind them. Sometimes there's a car on a precariously balanced on a jack. Nobody in sight. Were they prepared? I don't think so. And even yesterday, in the middle lane, a white Bronco was laying like this on its axle with nobody in sight. Everybody was going around. I thought, my goodness, he wasn't prepared either. What are you going to do if you have to change a tire? It's pretty simple. Some of you may be reticent. You might say, well, I have AAA, I'm just going to call somebody. Well, let me ask you this, Carolyn. Have you ever driven anywhere in Colorado where you haven't had cellular service? Are you just going to wait for that mysterious, mischievous stranger to pull over and help you out? It's simple to do. It happens all the time. There's a few steps you have to take, and I'd like to help you be more prepared. The first step, as Mr. Bryan pointed out, you have to be prepared for the Colorado weather, right? You don't plan when you get a flat tire. Maybe there is a foot of snow outside. And you have your nice shiny shoes on. You're on your way to work, right? You're not prepared for this. So you might have to change your tires. Maybe it's pouring down rain, so you get your just-in-case bag out. And you're going to be out there for about 20 minutes. Maybe it's really cold and you don't want your clothes to get all wet. Your suit, right? You get inside your suit, and maybe it's below 0. You want to be nice and warm, right? All right, so now that you're prepared, you have to make sure you have the right equipment. The first most important thing is a lug wrench. Now let me ask you a question. How many of us are driving a new car? I'm sorry? How many of us are driving a used car? Yes, most of us. Well, guess what? My used car did not have a lug wrench. That's why I have this nice shiny one from the workshop. Check your car, make sure you have a lug wrench. You're not going to be very good without it. Also, you need a jack. Make sure your car has a jack. And most importantly, what?
A spare tire?
Not only a spare tire, a
Full-size spare?
fully inflated spare tire. Now, when is the last time you've checked your spare tire to see make sure that it is fully inflated? That's right. You're going to be the guy with the axle on the ground, carrying the tire. Okay, now that you're prepared and you have the equipment, what do? Right? You pull far enough away so that oncoming traffic is out of the way, because you're going to be over here bending over with your leg behind going, oh my God, I got to get this done. So how do you do it quick? First, you grab the jack, you get closest to the axle, you get to the frame, you put it underneath, you jack it up to a secure, and then it starts raising the tire up, but then you stop. Because you want the tire in contact with the ground, because those nuts are on there tight. You go in there and you try to loosen it, and you'll hear a click, click, and that's the tire, the nut actually breaking free. You want to do that all the way around to you're able to move them, and then you go back and you raise it up until there's about 3 inches of clearance underneath the tire, right? Then you can loosen them all, take them, and you grab the nuts and put them right by the base of the jack. Why? Because you have oncoming traffic and you got to get this done quickly. You got to be organized. Roll the tire back, put it away from the traffic. Okay, grab the new tire, roll it over, And then here, you got to put it at an angle, and you want the highest through hole at an angle on like this, and then you hold it there in place, grab one of the nuts as tight as you can. And then you push the bottom up and go opposite that nut and as tight as you can. Then you can put them all on as tight as you can. And then you grab the nut wrench. You tighten that all until the tire kind of starts moving like this, but not as tight as you can. And you leave the jack all the way down until it's disengaged, put it inside. And then one more time, boom, boom, boom. And you make sure it's nice and secure. You grab your stuff quickly. You go back to the tire, the trunk. You get all your stuff, just throw it in. Don't be organized, because you got traffic coming, and you want to get off the highway, because that's crazy people out there. Then you get back in your car, and you say, oh my goodness, my hands are dirty. You have to make sure that in your bag, you have two things. An old nasty t-shirt, right? You could even have disinfectant white for you ladies. Yeah. When you're in the safety of your car, starting to merge with traffic, you think to yourself, well, I'm glad I was prepared. I'm going to tell some good stories today. You start crafting your stories that you're going to share with your workers and cohorts when you get to work. And the first thing you do when you get to work is you call somebody and you plan to have that tire fixed today. Why? Because you don't have a fully inflated spare. So it's very simple. Be prepared. As Bryan pointed out, carry a little just-in-case bag with all that information or all that equipment that you need. If you've never done this before, try it in the safety of your driveway. It will help you out. It will happen. Each of us has a car with 4 tires. I hope you feel more prepared. Thank you.